Welcome back. Satisfactory. So glad you're here. This looks to be another hard drive opening video. We're at a stage in the game where it makes sense to get some recipes going, namely plastic, rubber, turbo fuel, and fuel. Those are the ones I'm sort of looking to augment. So we're gonna quote unquote pause for a moment here and take stock. One thing we want to make sure of, and the reason why we're looking for those power recipes, is because we are getting into this area. I've seen this at 2700. Luckily, we obviously have our battery backups, and we have, believe it or not, our biomass burners are still acting as a backup. But we have a huge amount of power to back us up, so we're good, but it is time for us to expand our power. In order for us to complete phase 3, which requires significant instructions, which will also require massive power requirements, we need some more power. So let's get into the quartz of the whole thing. No, wait, not quartz, the sulfur of the whole thing. So turbo fuel is the most efficient fuel, but, and here's where we start. It is going to consume one of our 8 hard drives. Now, we might open more than 8 hard drives. We might open exactly 8. We'll see. But one of them is going to be set aside for turbo fuel, so that way turbo fuel will be on the list of things that we can potentially get new recipes. But we also need 50 packaged fuel to open this, and in order to open that, we would want to come over here and buy some fuel. But obviously, we can't buy what we can't make, so we have to get the alternate fuel transport milestone done. That milestone's already selected. It's gonna drop some stuff in here until we're done. Got a couple motors in our personal storage, and skip it.
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved biofuel can now be produced.
Highly improved biofuel? What are you talking about? Oh, liquid biofuel. I don't think I've ever used that. All right, so now that we've completed that, we can get full? Question mark, hopefully. Yes, packaged fuel. Ooh, it takes 2 tickets for 100. That's okay. All right, now that we've got the required fuel for research, we are going to complete that research. We had a chunk of compacted coal on us, and we obviously have the hard drives, and we just bought the fuel. Complete that. And if we really wanted to open up all these weapons, I believe these are all weapons in fact, we could spend a couple tickets on some powder. I don't know that I want to do that though, but I will. Let's just open up this research a little bit. I almost have enough to get these slots. But, ooh, the rifle is very tempting. But you know what? We're going to do what we came here to do, which is research hard drives. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to scan. When the 10 minutes is up, I'll come back. And you'll just see the results. Obviously, we won't have you sit here and wait 10 minutes for these hard drives to come through. In the meantime, I'm going to go around and see if I can find a few more hard drives. I have upgraded my object scanner, so I can do hard drive searches. But I'm going to do that when while we're in the void of the editor. All right, so let's go ahead and start first one, and I'll see you in 10 minutes for me, but instantaneously for you. Be right back. All right. Give our first hard chance and see what we got. More Caterium ingredient. Bending our heavy fuel. Heavy oil residue on cables probably not great. Having an option for canister, probably the best option. Some are going to be good, some are going to be blah. See you in 10. All right. This one is done. But we just got a canister, and this is back again. I don't like petroleum coke, generally, again. This looks like a halfway decent recipe that already has... We're already going to have rubber out there. Maybe we could split off a little bit to make some coke, and then some circuit boards. This is our best option. While we're here, we're gonna pick up a 300 more steel. I need to label these. Let's go down to the personal stash level. When you go out to collect hard drives, you end up with a lot of alien DNA capsules, biomass, depending on how you use them. So I do have the ability to unlock this option right here. All right, back to scanning. See you in a minute. I'm in the field. Let's see what we've got. Well, we definitely don't want anything that's going to be manual. And getting wood is manual, so this is pointless. The quick wire, maybe. Obviously, having an alternate on the heavy turbo fuel is going to be key. Yeah, I think this is the one we go with. We're here for the fuels anyway, so... Scan one more. Then keep going. See you in a few. Hey, real quick, we're not at a 10-minute chip, but at coordinates 2268, negative 2987, there's just a purple power slug just sitting out in the open. What you might want to know. All right, I'm recognizing the value of a gas mask during these travels. Diluted packaged fuel. Is that? It's either this or this computer one. Simplifying this computer recipe down to 2 items is very, very tempting. $30 heavy oil residue and 60 water equals 60 packaged fuel. Interesting. So it basically, well, heavy oil residue. I mean, I'm definitely here to deal with fuel stuff. I don't know. It looks like it's something I should consider. Maybe oil residue and packaged water turns into packaged fuel. So diluted packaged fuel is less efficient than the diluted fuel. So there's a way I could do this without packaging the thing. But I almost like the fact that it goes straight to packaging. I'm gonna pick this. We're here for the fuels, so the fuel options are what we're gonna stick with. I've picked up a couple of hard drives in our travels here. Guess I should have jumped down before I deleted that. All right, I'm gonna grab that slug and then I'll see you in a bit. Here we go again. Heavy oil residues seems pretty good. This is almost a computer made out of all oil products. Since we have this, I don't know, is that heavy oil residue? Is Is that a killer? The thing I don't like about it is that it makes polymer resin. But we're here for the fuels. Oh no. Crude oil. Directly to heavy oil residue. It's still probably pretty good. Leaves me with some polymer resin that I can either simply destroy or yeah, the other way I get it is by making plastic and rubber, getting the residue. Or I can go straight to the residue. I think we're gonna go straight to the residue. All right, keep on scanning. We'll see you then. Okay, let's see, where are we? Put down. Hoping for something good. Actually, we've been getting some pretty good stuff. This one's out. I think we've got enough. Well, no, I think we have enough reinforced plate options, even if it's just the one. Oh, but that means fewer screws. Silica and copper, it's amazing. And then simplifying. Wait, this isn't a simplifier. This is just a mover arounder. Copper and quick wire for AI limiter to then make crystal oscillators faster. I don't like petroleum coke. But I might be willing to put up with it in order to use the recipe that we picked up last time. And we just picked up a heavy oil residue shortcut, so that might be worth it. What's the default recipe here? So I could take this one and totally eliminate screws and or reinforced plate, or I could eliminate reinforced plate at this level. I'm gonna go with this one. I hate screws that much. All right. See you in the next instant. Thank you. All right. An alternate recipe for alternate miner? Why do I want to make the automatically? Oh, weird. Why does this exist? I mean, do you want an automated miner recipe? Is it... Hold on. I just realized how loud that was. Sorry about that. Hey. Huh. I wonder if I have to rescan that. That was weird. Well... I'm gonna have to check the footage to see if I lost a hard drive there. I guess it went back into my inventory and I'm just losing 10 minutes as opposed to the hard drive itself. But that automated miner recipe, why would I want that? Why would I want that? Please tell me. There is an option to build it. That's part of your production chain. Everything you use to build it, though, and I do mean everything, is in the build gun. And it only yields 60 points. I mean, I guess if it comes up again, I'll take it. But it seems kind of blah. That's the first time I've ever seen that. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just observation. All right. We'll see in a minute. Okay, let's see what the deal is here. Okay. Totally different everything. Upside of this one, I could get rid of screws. Upside of this one, it demote the production. Oh, this also gets rid of screws. Sort of. Gets rid of most of the screws, but not all of them. Modular frames and case beams, pipes. Well, the interesting thing about this recipe is I already have all of that stuff very close together. Screws are also there, but it replaces screws with concrete. I think I gotta take that. All right, we'll see you in a second. And we are back. Let's see what we have this time. I think... we already... No, we don't need this. We already have a wire and cable solution that gives us 1,500. We're not touching that. And we're also equally, for the same reason, not touching this. So I think this is our best option, even though we already know that we have a recipe that we like. This is a good option still to have. We'll go with that one. All right, you want to check out the view? I have to say, this is a lot more interesting when you can't fly. But I'll see you in a bit. Hey, just for you. There's a lot of fun to be had using this thing. And it definitely can help when you're trying to locate hard drives, power slugs, and that. I mean, I'm up to... got a purple and a yellow in my inventory, and I've got 19 power shards on me. And that's really kind of sort of... that's with me kind of sort of looking for power shards. Like, I thought I saw one in the corner of my eye right there. How am I supposed to get that? This promises to be dangerous. Let's walk. Anyway, totally aside, the ma'am hasn't ticked over yet, so see you in a bit. Ma'am just kicked on, and I just located another freighter. But we gotta get rid of the hatchery. Go. Reinforced iron plate. Motors? I'll take some motors. Needs a little bit of power. All right, let's build that, ma'am. Actually, let's take down. Save ourselves a little power. Okay, we don't want biocoal. That's off the list. Steel for canisters, meh. Versatile frameworks, though. What's the alternate? So I trade half the steel for 8 rubber, and they get done 50% faster. And given the recipes here, that is the best one. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Here we are again. I don't like any of these. Why would I want to go from biofuel to coal? Just don't. These are all busted. This recipe introduces screws, so we're not going to pick that one. We'll pick this one. If we ever need another quick wire factory, it will be nice to have options, but I think the quick wire factory we've built will cover us. All right, I think it's time for me to head home. And whatever we get for these last 3 is what we get.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Spiders too. Good grief. All right. We'll see you on the next one. Did I start researching another one? I'll double check that. We'll see ya. I did forget to start a new one, but I've started a new one now. I just wanted to point out this little cave right. Come in out of the rain. You find a cave like this. Inside, once you battle the nightmare of spiders. Oh my god. That's a lot of spiders. And boars, apparently. Eesh. That was a lot. So, like I was saying... Oh no, I've lost it.
Harvest it.
Let's see. There it is. So, you have this wonderful cave. And you see a nice purple power slug. And you have these little details, right? This small hole that still reflects down. And it's just very nice to see handcrafted stuff like this. Anyway, that's it. I was on my way home. All right, it's time. Recycled plastic. It's the automatic winner. It basically doesn't matter what else is on here, unless it was recycled recycled rubber. Though I do like the idea of being able to alter this a little bit. Two and a half times the speed, but a lot more resources have to be allocated. 3 additional plastic. We want the recycled, so we're taking the recycled. 6 more. I know I started with 6 or 7. No, I started with 8, and then I used 1 for turbo fuel. And now I have 6 left to go after we probably did 8. So this is going to be a lot. We're only 35 minutes in. Good news is that this is it. We're not collecting any more right now, unless we don't get recycled rubber. I'll give myself that out. If we don't get recycled rubber, we might make another choice, but Right now, the plan is to run home. We're almost there. And then just open the rest of these hard drives and call it a day. See you then. All right. We've made it back home. And this computer recipe is the one that's catching my eye. Eliminate screws. Almost. We still... Wait. Oh, man. We'd have to... It's like a cascade now. I think this is the one. We don't want to use... Well... This steel recipe is pretty good, actually. It's not better than this computer recipe. I mean, we can really crush computers if we can do it. Only thing is that we'd have to make the manufacturer. But other than that, computer recipe is the way to go. See you in 3 seconds. We're back. And yes, we achieved what we were looking for. We got the recycled rubber, which means we have both recycled rubber and recycled plastic. And this automated miner recipe. Somebody in the comments, tell me why I want to automate the creation of automated miner and a manufacturer of all things. I guess I can make a bunch of them, and then when I want to go set up miners, I can just grab them. I don't know. Right now, we know we want recycled rubber. 100% confirmed. All right. We'll see you in 3. All right. See, now I'm at the point where I'm thinking, now might be a good time to stop opening. These are all things I've seen before, and the things we really wanted, fuel, recycled, we have those. This actually might be our best bet. I know there are a couple of hard drives that give you extra inventory spaces though, so I guess if we can get those, then we're going to want those. So we'll keep opening. Only 3 more to go. This one and 2 more. See you in a bit. And we're back. What a terrible collection here. Don't want more screws. So these are both like blah. And this, we have a recipe already for rotors. That means we won't have screws. So why would I double back to get more screws? Ugh. 3 terrible options. This one at the very least allows me to skip a step. So this is the best of the worst. I can go from iron ore to ingots to screws as opposed to iron ore, ingots to rods to screws. So I'll take this one. 2 more. See you in a second. And we're back. Interesting. Which of these is better? Did I already pick one of these? No, I did not. I thought I already picked one of the smart plating recipe. Adds plastic to make these faster? Yeah, 2.5 times faster. Or what's in an AI limiter? Plastic, or sorry, rubber. This takes out screws. I think I'm gonna... I'm gonna go here. I know we're using... What goes into an AI limiter? Brick wire and copper. Then over here... Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I like this recipe. I like making spark plating faster. But I don't think that's reason enough to pick this recipe. We're gonna go with the crystal oscillators. Last one. And we're back. I'm really struggling with this automated miner recipe. I just don't understand. All right, you know, I'm already happy with what I have on this side. I think I'm going to stick with the Coke idea. But we also have a quick wire option. We have a lot of quick wire being made, so that's a real option there. So I might be okay with that. This silica though is like perfect. It's perfect roleplay. But would I even hook this up? That's really the question. Would I even ever hook this up? I might. I'm curious, so I'm gonna go with this one. Since I'm already happy with my... I got two good options over here already. I can either use plastic or rubber. Yeah, we'll go with this. And that's it. Phew. That was a lot of recipes. We really needed a good chunk of those, though, to move forward. Primarily, I'm happy that we got the diluted packaged water. We'll spend a little extra power to get this in a situation where we can use this water. but it'll dramatically increase the amount of fuel that we can have based off of the heavy oil residue options that we're going to have to put forward. Then we did get a couple options on the turbo fuel, though some of this looks like it's kind of right. So the standard recipe use fuel and compacted coal, or we can use heavy oil residue and compacted coal. So I mean, that's pretty straightforward right there, right? It probably saves us a little bit, so that's also worth considering. At the very least, it saves you a step from having to go towards fuel first. So there's that. And then, you know, the stars of the show, obviously, recycled plastic and recycled rubber. We got those. That's going to allow us to make rubber and plastic out of basically nothing except for a little bit of fuel. And then we got a couple good options on fuel, the standard recipe, and then we also have this option here, which I think we want to go with because there's no reason to want polymer resin, though. I mean, there is some reason. It is kind of nice to be able to make the fabric. But then once you make enough of it, you really don't want a ton more fabric. Let's see. In the heavy oil residue, right, we have a couple of good options here as well. We could go from the standard recipe, which is take the oil, you make some plastic, you get some residue. But if we go here, we might be able to get a little bit more efficient. It also kicks off a little bit of plastic that we can then use for our recycling purposes. That's really interesting. I think that is something to consider as well. So we have a lot of great, and we also step straight into turbo fuel. So everything we build, we're going to be able to build straight into turbo fuel. Now this is going to take a lot. This is a huge build. We'll probably spend all of next week building out the generators. Well, first we have to build the oil derricks. We got to pump the oil pumps. We got to get the oil out of the ground. Then we're going to have to refine it. Then we're going to have to get it to fuel. We're going to get it to turbo fuel, which means we're going to need a massive compacted coal solution. Either way, we're going to need a massive compacted coal solution. So we're going to need to pump, refine, burn. Well, refine, burn. Build the compacted coal factory. Then we're getting into where we start refining it for plastic and rubber. Then we're going to do the recycling deal there, but we're also going to have to generate sufficient fuel to keep that going. And then, either before, after, or during all of that, we're going to want to build our circuit board factory and our computer factory. This seems to me like a very logical single factory, right? A nice tower for circuit boards, a nice tower for oscillators, and then a middle ground area for computers. That's kind of what I'm envisioning. But that in and of itself, a whole nother giant project. So good news is we got a lot of awesome recipes. There really is no bad news. It just means we have a lot of building to do, which is kind of exciting. But all of that, most definitely, is a topic for a future video. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.